it just, I see it flew on. I didn't do anything. And just the camera goes on. Well, it's time probably. Well, still here in Siwa. Um, amazing journey. Wow. What a beautiful place, kind people, um, amazing nature, deserts. You have everything, green, waters, lakes, oasis, everything. And it's so powerful. Tombs. I went to a tomb yesterday, the Isis tomb and the Amun tomb. Wow, that was really something. The energies there were, going through the roof. So yeah, that is the journey for me. It's really transformational. There is so much growth here and so much alignment also with the people. You're in such an alignment with the people. It's incredible. And I know, we all talked about past lives, but your soul knows when you're on that journey. Okay, and let's see what the journey has to do for the twin flame, because when I was meditating this morning, it was really interesting because they talked about the prepare yourself for the second alignment, planetary alignment, and the highest point is the 22nd of February. That's also the portal, the 222 portal. So that is what is being focused on. From that point forward, the whole twin flame journey will take, real flight. Twin flames will come together. Things will come more in alignment. Both of the twin flames did their journeys, did their healing, start to reveal and uh, got insights, what is needed for them. So it's really interesting. So let's see what the journey will take for the divine masculine in the mind space. Um, in the mind space for the divine masculine, share space, telepathy, co-creation, communicating, and honoring each other. That is so beautiful. So that's so beautiful. As we share spaces with each other, if we start to align with each other, there is this point and of telepathy. You don't have to say anything because you already feel within in the energy what the other thinks, what the other feels. And there's a co-creation going on, about honoring the divine feminine, honoring the divine masculine, honoring Mother Earth, honoring the elements. And you can have that space together to share. So that's really beautiful. And communication is going in flow. There's nothing that is holding you back, because everything is coming from that heart space, from within. You see the two people within the heart that is opening and flowering. Come on. Is opening and flowering in all aspects. So you can go on a journey together. You can go on an adventure. And all is just in alignment. Nothing is out of time, uh, or in time, out of time or in time. So that's really beautiful. So what is in the heart space of the divine masculine? What's in the heart space of the divine masculine. And actually, the 22nd, I'm back in Glastonbury again, so I will do some activation work on the tour, you know, to connect Egypt with the tour, connect Egypt with the power places here. And what I found out that the ley line, the Michael line, is going from the tour, from Glastonbury tour, through Siwa, straight to Cairo. So it's all aligned on one line, so they're all connected. So the heart center and the heart chakra of the world is in alignment for where I am at the moment. So, and all the places that I've been, it's all connected to the ley lines. So it's really, yeah, so powerful when you find out and when you see that. So yeah, let's see what is in the heart space for the divine masculine. Let's get out. Yeah, the rainbow child. You're unstoppable. You're a new earth builder. You're multi-talented. And there is miraculous alchemy going on. The things that is really the rainbow child that is walking the path of the rainbow, is walking the path of Mother Earth, that is connected with Mother Earth, is connected with all. And to build, you know, this energy and doing the work and guiding people and being with people and activating people is where the alchemy starts to kick in. So you're changing things, what is not good, into something beautiful, you know, and you have the eye for the detail. You know, you are unstoppable. You keep going because that's what the universe asks from you, you know, to walk that path of that new earth builder. And that gives you also the energy, the people, the activities that you need to do for changing that world, you know. And you're multi-talented. You can do multiple things at the same time, or in a short amount of time. You need to believe. That's what I hear. The alchemy that you have with the divine feminine, that is so in alignment. You know, you're working with the crystals, you're working with the waters. So what it means is you're so connected. But also when there is a difference or a space. Oh, that's the Michael card that flies out. That's interesting. There was a wave of wind and it flies out. I will get that later. Yeah, it's really interesting. So that even if you're together or you're in separation, you know that you're doing the work simultaneously. Is that the right word? So simultaneously, yeah. So yeah, so the work is being done by both, and that keeps the balance, you know, between the masculine energy and the feminine energy. And I also see, because he's doing the work, he's activating more divine masculines, you know, he's activating the divine masculine energy into this world. So it's not about doing it for himself, but also for the masculine energy all over the world. there, you're activated. You're activated with the crystalline light. So there is so much light around you, so much light coming in to support you and hold that energy. Light language can did activate your path, you know. So how does the divine masculine sees the divine feminine? Wow, yeah, Acturians. Pure white light. Your DNA is activated, and you're working with DNA healing and sacred geometry. So you are so connected to the higher frequencies, and they say you're a multidimensional being connected to the Acturians, but also the other planets. Your pure white light, your DNA is healed. So what happened in our, oh my gosh, those flies really makes me nuts. The healing that we have in our DNA is the ancestral DNA from the second and third dimension. There's another card flying out, so I have to get them because otherwise I lose all my Michael cards. Okay, hope they stick. I hope they stick. So yeah, it's all the light and the activations that you get is going through the roof. You know, you're connected with the star beings, with the aliens, with the Galactic Federation. You're so connected with the Atlantean and Lemurian timelines. They show you all those aspects within you, and it's manifested like this. It's not like it manifests, takes a long time to manifest. In the 3D, you know, in the third dimensional realm, it takes longer for things to manifest. In the fifth dimensional realm, and when you're connected with the Acturians or the Palladians or the Andromeans or the Golden Avians, doesn't matter, you know, it activates your whole system at once. And when you think about something, bam, it's there. So the timeline of manifestation goes quicker and quicker when you're in that alignment with source. And the DNA from the lower frequencies, you know, is being healed. So we can transform and transmute that energy into a deeper healing, and the healing goes quicker. You know, the healing really is in an where we have to go to into therapy for weeks, you know, to get an old trauma wound healed. Everything goes like this, and it's getting removed out of your system. And that's what I always call the star magic healing I work with. So when you're working with the star magic healing, your healing process goes quicker and quicker, and that's is has to do with breath work. It has to do, you need to be in person. I'm not doing it on a distance because there needs to be a supervised energy there to be able to hold that space for you when the higher frequencies are at work with you. So because your whole body will start to shake, your whole body is doing things you never imagined that it would do. So there is supervising energy there needed. Okay, let's go on with the divine feminine. What is happening with the divine feminine in the mind space? What is she thinking about? Let's get a sip of my coffee. It gets cold. What is in the mind space, and what is she thinking about? Yeah. Well, there's one thing on her mind, and that's the universe. Yeah, divine feminine is one with the universe, connected with Metatron, with the wholeness of all. She communicates with all life forms, micro and microcosmos. You know, she is communicating with spirits. She's communicating with all the energies around her. So that's the only thing on her mind, and she is be guided also by Archangel Metatron to guide it all through in the right directions and timelines. She is not asking herself, okay, I need to go here or I need to go there. She really feels in her body, do I need to be here? Is this a place where my energy needs to be? Is this a place where things needs to transform? Or is this a place where it can heal me at that moment? So she's not asking all these things. She's just one with everything, and that's why her that's why the journey for the divine feminine is so easy going, and how the divine masculine sees the divine feminine. So is what is happening in her mind, you know. Um, yeah, it's really amazing, and that's why it's time for the divine masculine and the divine feminine to share space, because when you have those two powers together, you know, the masculine energy and the feminine energy, they both have different aspects of healing, proceeding things. Then you start to create this whole bubble around you. And that is impenetrable. So that's you heal each other, you heal the system, you heal Mother Earth, you heal parts of yourself in the masculine and within the feminine, to heal each other. And that's so beautiful. So they can move on to the next level, next step. And that is so interesting why they need to share the space together, you know. And share the adventures together, share the love, the passion, the music, the light language, the healing. That's why they need to be together for yeah, a couple of times, hours, you know, days maybe. I hear days maybe, if they can handle days together. Because their energies together is so powerful. They activate each other's healing. You know, divine feminine starts to rise, divine masculine, and things are coming up that are not healed. To be able to look at it, to get the insight, and to be able to change it, and you know, then you get this separation where healing finds place, and they level up for the next meeting. So that's until everything is healed, they can share the space together. And that's what I hear, you know. If you're healed, and your emotions and your systems are healed, what needs to be healed, you're able to spend that time and that space together for a longer period of time. Wow, wow. So what is in the heart space for the divine feminine? Crystal child. In her heart space, she has a natural core. She's pure. She's innocent. She's removing all falsehood, and she's a seer. She sees through everything. She sees through people. She sees to everything, and she's transparent about it. You know, she is sharing. She is giving it. She is pure, and that innocent child energy that radiates outside. So everything what's not um, everything what's not pure, she will purify with her energy. And she sees it, what is coming ahead. She sees what is happening. She sees what's happening with the divine masculine, what is where he's coming from, where he is at his point in his life, what he needs to do to get an upgrade or a level up for himself, and to be able to sustain more light and sustain more balance in his life. So yeah, she is the seer. She sees through everything. She can read your mind. She can read your energy. She sees what is happening in the future, what is going to happen with you. So that's in her heart space, and it comes from her heart space. It's not coming from the ego. It's coming. The heart reads the energy from somebody else because she feels that those vibrations. So when you are connected three ways, you know, connected with the other person, connecting with source, and connected with your heart, you can feel all the energies around you. And you know, this is teachable also, because we all have that energy. We just have to connect with our heart space. And in March, I give a training mediumship, and this mediumship also teach you how to connect with deceased people, but also to find out the difference between the different energies between the different energies that is all around us. You know, is it Acturian? Is it Palladian? You know, you're getting the awakening guidance, but also just to tap into the Akashic records and everything else to level up your energy and to be able to tap in. There are certain techniques that you can learn to make your energy field stronger and to get those energies towards you. So yeah, that's the mediumship course. So if you're interested in the mediumship course, you know, send me an email through the email in the description box below. So yeah, natural core. She's purity, she's innocence, and she is also removing herself from everything what is not feeling right for her. So if things are off, she is withdrawing her energy, she is removing herself out of that situation because that is not her vibration. And that's not good for her heart space. So she is removing herself from certain places, certain people, when it's necessary. So and that's how she can maintain her purity and maintain her light. So how does the divine feminine sees the divine masculine? How does she sees it? Because it's really interesting, because the divine masculine is so in synchronicity with the divine feminine, because they're so connected with each other. You know, if he is doing something, on the other side she is doing something, and on the same frequency, same level. You know, it's really interesting. She sees the divine masculine as his cosmic self. You are a cosmic being. Stay confident in your truth. This is for the divine masculine. Cosmic power, you know. This is your cosmic self is giving you all that you need, you know. It's giving you radiance. It gives you the eyes to see. And I hear also read between the lines. He reads between the lines, so he knows exactly where divine feminine is at with her energy, and he needs to stay confident in his truth. What he feels is right. What he feels, what he needs to do, he needs to do. And oh my gosh, spy flies. Yeah, and that is what is happening. I have rose oil in my hair, so all those flies are coming at me as coming at the rose. Yeah, yeah. Why not? Why not? Yeah. So don't doubt yourself, divine masculine, on this twin flame journey. Don't doubt yourself. You know, stay connected with your source. Stay connected with your cosmic self, and don't doubt anything. You know, and especially on this twin flame journey, you don't need to doubt, because the right energy will come at your path at the right time. And maybe it's already in your life, maybe it still needs to come, but that's what your soul feels, you know. And sometimes it is I also hear divine masculine does everything in his power to distract himself, not to think about, you know, the connection, because the connection is very strong, is very powerful, and he tried to distract himself not to feel that energy, to what is there, because he feels the divine feminine feels the divine masculine. And yeah, it's the power, and they both have the power of this detachment. They can detach, both they can detach, you know, because that is needed for their own healing, their own journey, what is going on. So yeah, it's really powerful when divine masculine stays connected with his cosmic self. So what is supporting the divine masculine? What is supporting the divine masculine? What is supporting him? Purity. Oh, how beautiful. You are pure, and you need to open your spiritual eyes to see that. You know, maybe you have a little bit of a self-doubt, or you have a feeling, um, yeah, then I'm going deep, and then I'm going to another other timeline, um, that you're maybe not worth it, but that's the illusion of the mind that is telling you that you are absolutely worth it, because you are pure, and you just need to open your spiritual eyes to see that. You need to go to feel that heart, the beautiful heart, that your intentions are pure, that it's not manipulated, that it is coming from an open heart space. And maybe there needs to be a bit of a healing there, you know, because with the masculine, sometimes the mind takes over. But when you go with the flow, and you connect with source, and you connect with Mother Earth, you know, you're in perfect, pure harmony, and you see everything with your spiritual eyes. It's just in which timeline are you operating, and that is it's so needed for the divine masculine to step out of some energies that are not in synchronicity with um, where you get your purity from. You know, you meet so many beautiful people. You're a beautiful person. When I look at that soul, it's like, oh my gosh, you're so pure. That soul is so tremendously shining. You know, and it means so much for this world to have these people at the moment, to have these masculines that work on itself, that are giving, that are loving, that are not thinking just about gain, you know, but have an open heart space to share and to give. And because of that, they also will receive. And then I feel they sometimes they have a problem with receiving that kind of love, because they are afraid that they don't match up, or that it's out of alignment. But I have a feeling it's not. It's just a question of um knowing each other and going deeper into the spirituality together. Because when they doing the work together, bang. Okay, what is for the divine feminine? Emergence, emerge, emerge, celebrate, sensuality, joy, right to enjoy, and true living. And that's why you receive the wings of the butterfly. You receive the wings of the butterfly. Ah, not in my nose, please. So you walk through life with your sensuality, with your purity, with the right to enjoy, to have fun, to create that fun and joy and happiness in your life, because you deserve it. I have a feeling the winter time, you left the winter time behind. You left the grief, the death, the mourning. You left it behind, because it's time now for you to fly and spread your wings and immerse yourself in sunlight, immerse yourself with the higher frequencies, and celebrate life. You know, it's now time to celebrate life, and that's what she's doing. You have also joy. You know, sometimes when something happens and we're going through grievances or heartache, or you know, you also can find some joy in it, you know. And that's what you need to do, even if you're in a separation from your twin, you know. And that gives you already joy, that gives you that uplifting energy, that when you're together, it's uplifting you. It's time to celebrate. It's time to let things from the past in the past and move forward. Um, because we all know, when you go back to the past, you get into depression, right? When you go into the future, you get fear and anxiety. And when you stay in this moment, and this moment only counts, because that's real, then you can immerse yourself. Then you can be happy, joyful, and create all these things for yourself. So, you know, fear is also a thing that is from the past. And we all know that um, the current energies that are happening now in Europe is creating that fear. And that's why you need to stay in this now moment. If you get kicked out of this now moment, you know, you need to get back in meditation, or close your eyes and connect with your heart and with source, to get back in that alignment. Otherwise, you're always or fearful, or you're afraid, or in depression or fearful and getting in anxiety. So, and don't give it a meaning. Everything what happens, don't give it a meaning, because if we give a meaning to it, that's what we give to ourselves. We say to our brain, oh, that's it. You know, don't give it a meaning. So if you, for instance, say, uh, I don't feel that this is real, then you create the outcome already. But if you don't give it any attention, if you don't give it any meaning, and just let it be and exist and let it move in freedom, then you will see what will happen. You don't create an outcome. And that outcome is most of the time created by our mind. And sometimes we need, our mind, our ego, um, to do things, to manifest, now not manifest things, but take action on the manifestation that you felt in your heart space. So you work with the source and you work with yourself and you say, okay, because the mind is action. So you say, okay, I need to take action now. You go into action. Okay? Otherwise, we all would be sitting and staying on the couch and not going anywhere. Okay, how does he sees the union with the divine feminine? Heart ascension. Heart ascension. That's how he sees the union with the divine feminine. There's an expansion from the heart going on. There's love for all, there's playfulness, and they are releasing the past. So he knows that the divine feminine is releasing the past, that she is in her heart space, that she has that love for all, and that you feel it also in the energy of the divine feminine. You feel that heart expansion in her chest. And she is connected with all, and she has love for all. So, but in the same time, there is this playfulness going on that is needed to activate that heart space and to keep that energy flowing. So it's really, really beautiful. The past is released, I hear, and he can. That's what I hear also. He can release his own past with the divine feminine because he feels at ease. And the divine feminine, twin flames. Divine feminine knows already. I think this is the third or the fourth week that this card comes out. She sees the divine masculine in this union as twin flames. So it's ether and matter. So ether and matter, it means that the universe and the air and the spirit forms comes back into this reality. They make it real. The manifestation is there. Oh, let's see it like this. See? They're both Blu-rays. They're both Blu-ray beings. And it's something that is infinity. It's infinite matter and ether. So they spiritualize everything what needs to be in matter. They materialize the spirituality and spirit form here on earth to create new life. And they have those sparkles. They create crystal um, crystal auras around things, and they're bedding it in the light. So for instance, there's a temple here, and there was a lot of sad energy there throughout the attacks all over, you know, those timelines. And it was time to crystallize that energy, to create a cover of light, of crystalline light around it. And the most powerful thing was when I was done with the work, nobody could enter the space because they were hesitating on uh, to step into that space. So it was really interesting, and we were laughing so hard because some people went in and get out right away because that energy is so powerful, sustained in that place that from a lower dimension you will feel that energy and you think you can't make any soup of it. You know, you can't say okay, this is this or this is this, and only when you're aligned you could get in. So you could see exactly all the Chinese people were staying in the front. So the whole hall was full of people, and they didn't get into that space because it was just crystalline energy, and it was beautiful to see. But that's what you do when you need to protect something, you know, not and not protecting it from the people that wants to come in. Now you're protecting it that the story don't repeat itself. So you hold that space, and you make actually beautiful crystalline energy around it, so it's protected. And the most beautiful thing is that it was on the same ley line as the Glastonbury tour. So also the temple had a tower. So I connected those two towers together, you know, that always will be in alignment with each other. So you create and you heal, but in the same time, you also heal the things within yourself, even if it's from a past life or things what happened before, you know, or happened in your life. Because of that energy, transmuting a lot within yourself. So it's really, really powerful and amazing. So that's what the divine feminine sees, divine masculine also does. That's why they synchronize so strongly. Um, yeah, it's really amazing how they work together, how they are in alignment, and they don't even need to communicate it. You know, the universe, it just happens. They're just they're just two sorcerers. They're just two sorcerers together. Okay, get out. Well, let's see what the Michael Oracle cards have to say about this, about sharing the space, about all the cards, and if it will align and maybe the dots connect. If you're interested in those cards, you know, go to michaeltingle.com. You can get those cards. And I saw on the bottom of the deck, I saw the storm, I think, the clouds. So it could be that there's some dark clouds coming in. Well, it was clouded here yesterday, all day. Gosh. Yeah, let's see what's coming out on sharing space together. Yeah, sharing space. Cupid comes out. So probably, you know, because of that energy, Cupid already you know, shoot his arrows towards the divine masculine. He said, okay, wow, it's time to share some time together, time to share some space together and co-create and communicating more and honoring each other more, because there is already that energy of telepathy. You know, there is already that energy of connection, of heart space. So now it's time to build it out. So if there are twin flames that are in separation, you know, it could be that, you know, I don't have a feeling February. I don't know. It feels more like March. That they're coming together and sharing space together, sharing stories, sharing energies together. I also feel when I look at it, you know, when the twin flames are coming back together, they're so happy to see each other again. You know, they're so happy to see each other again because there is such a beautiful connection there. Yeah. Yeah, and on the rainbow child, yeah, transparency. You know, it's the crystal child. You know, that's totally what I can relate to because I see, you know, with the rainbow child, the rainbow child has a crown of crystals on his head. You know, and it's transparency. It's strong. It's pure. You know, maybe you can see it, but there are a lot of crystals on his head, and that's exactly what this card is also saying. You know, crystalline. You know, connected, grounded with Mother Earth. You know, ground those energy into Mother Earth and be clear and um, be transparent about what is happening in your life, what your journey is about. So it's really beautiful. And how does the divine masculine sees the divine feminine? How does he see her? Mystery box. He sees her as a mystery. Some maybe she is not telling all her um, um, no, I say it wrong. Maybe she's not showing all her assets, I hear, what her talents are, what her um, it's more like Pandora's box. When you open it, you see what all the beauty is in there. She keeps her treasures, most of her treasures, for herself. That's what he sees. He sees, oh, you know, some places are still locked for me. And that means that the divine feminine only opens up to the divine masculine when there is healing to be done, or healing be done, or when it's safe to open up. Maybe there is not enough time and space, you know, to share. That's also possible. But he sees her as the mystery box, and that box, when that box opens, you know, she doesn't want to open that box all at once because maybe he couldn't handle everything what's in there. You know, that's interesting that that comes through. So divine feminine, the phoenix, the universe, connecting with the universe is transforming you. The phoenix is rising. You know, you burned yourself down till the ground. You know, you were totally empty. You were totally done. You really had a rebirth from death to living again. And that's what the divine masculine sees with the divine feminine. So it's very interesting because the universe is transforming the divine feminine. Oh wait, some cards here. So the universe transforms everything. It is the phoenix rising, burning down to the ashes, and then rise again and come back totally new and transformed again. That's how it's being seen. Huge transformation. In the heart space of the divine feminine, again, the ring, commitment. Maybe the divine feminine needs a commitment. Maybe the divine feminine says, okay, I commit myself to my core, to my purity, to be innocent and let all falsehood behind me. She's committed to that. She's committed to, everything what's not pure, to remove herself from that. That's a commitment. If you ever been in a third party relationship or whatever, the only commitment you want to make is that you remove yourself from that situation constantly. Remove yourself. Be as pure as possible as you can be, because your natural core will expose all falsehood, and you get out because you are a seer. You know what's coming ahead. You know what's happening, and you committed to yourself. I want to stay pure. I'm not putting myself in third party relationships, um, because it will hurt somebody else so much. And karma does exist. You can't create happiness on somebody else's pain. So that is a commitment that the divine feminine gave to herself. Even if I see that divine masculine goes to another direction and needs to explore something else, okay, you can explore something else, but I remove myself out of that situation because it could be too, it's not hurting one person, it's hurting three people. And when you hurt three people or even more people in that circumstance, wow, you don't want to know what karma will do to you. So, yeah, that's why she removes herself and gives the commitment to herself to stay pure, to stay innocent, removing herself from falsehood. So, yeah, and that's just the divine feminine in her heart space. That's the purity of her. So, yeah, she gives you all the space to explore, but don't think that she will interact with it. She's not doing that. Cosmic self. What is the card, the Michael Oracle card on the cosmic self? How does divine feminine sees the cosmic self of the divine masculine? Wow. Cup of love. She sees that because he is a cosmic being, he's carrying that cup of love, that she can offer that energy towards him. And she is confident in the truth that love, that cup of love, that it's real, that her cup needs to be overflown, that the cup of the divine masculine needs to overflow before she gives something towards the divine masculine. So she also sees that when he is connected with his cosmic self, you know, this this cup of love is there. They're confident in their truth. The energy is there. They don't get distracted. And they're, yeah, they're in their cosmic being, and that's what let that cup overflow. And that's the beautiful thing about it, because then you can give and give and give and give, because you know your cup is still full, because you're always connected. So what is the card on the purity? What is the card on the purity? For the divine masculine, there's an obstacle in your way. And how do you get over that obstacle? You can step over it. I'm just waving a bit because those flies really make me really go nuts. Yeah, you can step over it. And it has to do with you are so pure, and you have so much spiritual knowledge. And sometimes I feel your mind gets in between, and that creates an obstacle. And maybe sometimes you have a little bit of a difficulty to come back in that purity, in that energy. And maybe there are still blocks there from the past that needs to be cleared out, so you can move on, so you get over that obstacle. Because what I hear, there are no obstacles, only when we create them. Sometimes other people create obstacles for us, but when we are sticking to our truth and our through to our flow, and we have no doubt, then we can remove those obstacles. You know, sometimes yeah, obstacles come from the outside, but if you know that you're always connected, then you don't have to you know. Sometimes obstacles happen because they need to happen, because healing needs to be there. You know, healing needs to start, or they block your way because the alignment is not there at that moment. Sometimes people get removed from your path because you need to do a journey, you know, an inner journey, a healing journey. And yeah, sometimes you just can climb over it, over that obstacle. So yeah, that's on the purity. And I have more feeling that it is you're in the way of your own purity, because sometimes your ego takes over. It can also be that, you know, you're neglected when you were a child, or you know, and now you need more attention from the outside world to validate for who you are. But if you are, you know, if you are that purity, and you don't need anyone, you know, to validate your light, to validate who you are, to validate that you're worthy. And that's an obstacle for the masculine. Yeah. Wow. Self-love, I hear. Self-love is one of them. I don't see a connection yet with the cards. So let's see what is going on for the divine feminine. Knowledge, divine feminine, knowledge, celebration, sexuality, sensuality, joy, a right to enjoy and truly living. That comes through knowledge. when you experience so much in your life, and you experience and you know what is coming next. For instance, after rain is sunshine. It's a very small little thing. We all know that. And sometimes when we have knowledge and we see into the future and we want to be free, we can integrate that knowledge within ourselves to move forward. That that spirit is always with you. That you always can connect. That what you lost uh, always gives you a new chance. That opens doors for you. So the knowledge probably you will learn something new on the road. You learn something new on the way, how to be able to shift those energies quicker and quicker. So how does the divine masculine sees the divine feminine? Well, the well of water is also connected with knowledge, but also, the well is never dry when you are in the heart ascension, when you are having love for all, and playfulness, and you release the past. That well will always be filled. Your emotions will be balanced out. um, it's an unconditional energy of flow, I hear. And that is connected to the boulder. It's connected to the obstacle, that you know how to shift and to switch the obstacles in your life. And sometimes when you're stuck, when emotions are stuck, it can also mean that you have not enough water in your system. You need your body exists out of four elements. And when you get an obstacle on your way, or you need to find out which element is missing in your life. And I have a feeling here that there needs more water, because it's almost when your system has not enough water, you block yourself. The emotions can't go in flow. So you get more overheated, you get more quicker angry, and things like that. So you need to drink and plenish yourself with water. And sometimes you know it, and these energies are echoing back to you, because you're connected with source. Source already warned you, you know that there needs something to be changed, otherwise you will be stuck. So yeah, and that's the expansion what you have to go through. That is a new expansion. It's love for all, be playfulness, release the past, then sing, make music, to shift that energy, to shift that emotion. Wow. Yeah. um, on the twin flame card of the divine feminine, maximum. Oh my god, maximum heat, maximum overload. When they come together, it's not halfway. It's not, minimal, or it's really hot, it's really explosive. And you can feel the tension building and building and building. So that's what they do. They spiritualize matter. They create new life. The sparkles are there, embedding in the light. That's not that they do mediocre. That's full on. It's blasting, and like this. So that means for me, the chemistry is there. It means you also need to be careful that you don't overload each other. You know, that it's so intense that you can level it out. So yeah, they don't go for halfway. They go maximum in. You know, divine feminine um, sees divine masculine going all in, and that can create sometimes some obstacles or emotions or whatever. So yeah, and divine feminine also. You know, she's not going for halfway. She's going full in, and that's why the mystery box is still there. You know, it's if that mystery box opens, you know, she's afraid that she will blow away the divine masculine forever. You know, because that amount of love and the amount of energy that comes out of it is very extreme. So yeah, it's a new life. Yeah, new life. So let those sparkles go for the maximum, and betting it all in the light and bring it out. I would say bring it out in the open. Well, what has the universe to say? What has the universe to say about this? Oops. The universe says breaking the egg, new beginnings. And that's what I said already in the beginning, you know, when the portal is coming in. Then when the planetary alignment is starting again for the second time in a month, in 2 months, you know, we had the planetary alignment in January. Now there's a planetary alignment coming up in February. High point is the 222 portal. Is it 222? Yeah, it's the 2 portal, 22 portal. So that will be very interesting. And it's aligning with maximum. And I already told you, after this alignment, all the twin flames are coming together, because they need to come together, because the work needs to be done. You know, eyes are opening. There's a huge ascension going on. What we see as dark at the moment, that will shift like this, and everything will turn around 360 degrees around. You know, we think, oh my God, this is going the total wrong direction. If you think that, you know, and the whole collective is thinking that, then it goes, you get that obstacle on your path. But if you see that there is a turning point, and we're all going to the maximum now, and the maximum alignment of twin flames will never be this big as this year, because we need to prepare ourselves for the upcoming 5 years. And they had a program for 2030, you know, from I'm not going there, that will totally shift and change everything. What you thought, you know, we got stuck, it is an obstacle, will totally change. We're going into this golden age, and things will happen if you're going with this alignment. There's new beginnings, and those new beginnings are be turned up to the max. And everybody is going into resistance, because they're all programmed already so much that they say, oh, but then it all go wrong. No, sit in that moment, sit in that stillness, and just let it happen. You know, let it happen. You can't change it anyway. Change is needed, because they're fucking up our world. Let's say it that way. When we stay in that alignment, when we stay in that spiritual realm, when we stay connected with Source, we will go to the max and we get all the maximum out of it. So yeah, crack open that egg, crack open that inner space, and allow yourself for um, a new life to start. Well, wow, this was it for this week. I hope I was so excited, by this whole reading. I hope you enjoy it, and I would say if you want your private reading, you can already subscribe for March, and that's it. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.